How do I choose between a mask? My name is Greg, and you're watching How to Play Paintball. So this is a video I don't think I've done. I've talked about lenses, but I never talked about how to choose between different masks. So I wanted to go through a couple different tips of how to choose between different goggles. There's a whole bunch of different types, different companies, all of that. So I wanted to give you an overview and some tips to help you make the right choice. But first and foremost though, thank you to ProEdge for sponsoring this video. They have a whole bunch of deals on all the equipment that you need, so be sure to go over, click the link in the description down below. Also, if you go and look for any of the ProEdge specific gear and use the code WatchLearnWin, you'll get a discount. So first things first, what's your price range? Maybe you can only afford something in more of like a mid-range, like the Diaxis Pro that I have here, or you might go and choose something on the higher end, like the i5. Ultimately, when you go and you're looking for a mask, knowing your price range of where to even start is going to be great. This could even go for if you're using something used. I'd be careful with used just because you don't know how the lens quality is. So if you do buy used, you're going to probably want to buy a new lens unless it's something that was only used a couple times, but even then, lenses are protecting your eyes. So be a little bit iffy with those, or at least know the person that you're buying it from, so that way you know that they took care of it. Second tip is, how does it fit your face? Every mask is going to be a little bit different. You want to make sure that you're getting something that's comfortable for you as a player. Like me personally, I've used both of these. I had been using this for a couple events. I've been using the i5s for a little bit now. For me personally, for my face, I like the i5s a little bit more than the Axis Pro. Now that's not saying that this is a bad mask. It's just that for me, and this is just for my head, if you look, it kind of comes in a little bit. My chin would get caught on there. And that's just something that, even though it had great breathability and all of that, the i5s just come straight down. So I don't get that rub against my chin, and it's not something that is going to be bothering me. So you want to make sure that you go and try on masks. It might be that the super high-end mask is not going to be what's best for you. You might want to go with more of the mid-range because it's more comfortable. Ultimately, comfort is super important. You're going to be wearing this thing all day, you're playing in it. You want to make sure that you're going to be comfortable with it, which kind of leads into, like, I guess 2.5, I guess is what we'll call it, is the foam. Now with the i5s, this foam is going to be a lot higher quality than the Axis Pro. And that's just, again, it's not that the Pro is a bad goggle, it's just that the step up, the higher end, the type of foam that they use, and there's also, I think this is like a microfiber lining. It's just gonna be a little bit more comfortable. But how even the nose inside here, see if I can get that for you, how that fits for you. Everyone's face is a little bit different, just like I said with my chin. These are all things that you want to try on the mask, so that way you can see what's most comfortable for you as a person. So the third thing I would say is the lenses. Now the lenses themselves, obviously how everyone, like sometimes I prefer to have like an amber, sometimes a tint, might be even a darker tint or clear, kind of just depends on how I'm feeling sometimes, but it could just even be a matter of how sunny is it, or the paint that people are shooting. If it's a darker shell, I like to have a lighter lens, so it's just easier to see. That's just me. But knowing what is it that are my options for the different lenses for my particular goggle that I'm looking at is going to be super helpful. And again, this is another like 3.5, but in regards to lenses, if you wear glasses while you play, you want to make sure that your glasses are going to be able to fit in there. The lenses are also all in different sizes. So like you can see the difference. Just how they are set up on the mask is going to be different for each and every mask. So when you put it on, if you play with glasses, try it on with glasses and see how does it feel. Shake your head around a little bit. So after you shake your head a little bit, maybe your glasses don't fit as well, try on different masks. Try to see what's going to be best for you. So also you want to be looking at your field of vision. What's something that you're comfortable with? Maybe you're fine with it being a smaller field of vision, or you want to have as big as you can. That's all going to be preference for each and every person. The fourth thing here is, speaking of the lenses as well, is going into how to change the lens. How you change a lens in every mask is a little bit different. There's some that are similar, but you want to make sure that you're looking at, well, how easy or hard is it to change a lens. There's some masks that you need to like peel back and pop out the lens and it's all clicked into the mask there. Something like the Axis Pro, these two parts turn up and then it pops out. With the i5s, there's a little section in here. You squeeze, push forward on both ends, and you kind of turn them in, and that releases the lens to come straight out. And then there's other ones that there's like clips that come out. So you want to look at what is it that is going to be comfortable for me to change out, and also how quickly can I change it out, because maybe you are at a tournament and you need to change your lens because there's a storm coming in, or I've had it before where I get shot in the top here and trying to wipe everything out is just super difficult. So I've changed out a lens not mid-point, but mid-match, where I have to run to my gear bag. I need to be able to change it quickly. And, you know, for me, I know how to change out with my i5s. So you want to make sure that, is this something that the changeability of the lens, how quickly you can change it, how important is that to you? So another thing to consider is what comes with the goggle itself. Does it come with an extra lens? Does it come with a visor? Is the visor that important to you? Is the extra lens that important? How easy is it to put a visor on there? Like I have the wing visor, it fits super easy on my i5s. So I already know that I can just click that on if I need to. If it's super bright out and I just want to have that little extra shade, I can put that on there. Or if it's raining, I can cover up the slots across the top there. But knowing what is it that I would need to cover those up, is a visor that important to me? Is it not that important? I'm fine with taping it if it's raining. Okay, cool, go for it. But try to see what is it that's important for you. And the final tip, don't go with what everyone else is doing. Find what is best for you. I know this is kind of like what we said in the first place, but what is it that's comfortable for you and what is best for you is really all that matters. When you're able to just choose what you want, go with what's comfortable for you. Don't just go with what is everyone in my area using. So it's not that one person is right and one person is wrong. Everyone is right. So ultimately go with what it is that you like best. So that's the video. If there are any other tips, put that down in the comments down below. Thanks again to ProEdge for sponsoring this video. Be sure to click the link down in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.